Hi, my name is Amy McNamee, and today I'm going to be doing my final presentation, Sharing Christ in Your Life. In today's topic, we're going to be referencing the article Sharing Christ in Crisis by Randy Hurst. How we're going to share Christ in our everyday life is going to be done by talking about him, explaining to people who he is to you. Why did Jesus give his life for you? And tell your story. Next, offer to pray with them and then invite them to church. The Apostle Paul instructs us and tells us, "In your hearts, set apart Christ as Lord. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have." Have you ever been with somebody and they look at you and they ask you, "Why do you believe in him? What is it about you that makes you different? What causes you to believe and want to be a Christian?" These are things that we should have an answer prepared for. The first thing that we're going to do is to talk about him. Talk about who is Jesus to you and what has he done for you. In this, we're going to talk about what relationship do we hold with him. Do we look at Jesus as a savior, as a friend, as a confidant? Do we look at him as a role model? What have we been through that Jesus has helped us gone through, that we've gotten through it because of him? Next, we're going to say, let's talk about why did Jesus give his life for the world? In this, I would encourage you to start by talking about Jesus's life. When he was alive, what did he do? Who did he teach? How did he treat those around him? Who was important to him, and what were the messages that he taught? Explain to people your favorite parable. Give an example of the love that Jesus shared to everybody else. And in that, then you move forward into talking about how and why Jesus died. Why did he have to die? What did his sacrifice give that no one else could? And in that, what did that sacrifice give to you specifically and to everybody else in the world? Why was his life important to our salvation? Next, tell your story. Talk about your life before Jesus and then after you found Jesus. Talk about what brought you to the Lord. What was the consequences and what was the actions? How did Jesus chase you? How were you the one that Jesus left 99 behind to come after you? What was the situation that brought you to Christ? Do you feel that you're different now that you're with him? Now that you're in this relationship, is your life better? Is your life peaceful? Is your life, do you feel alone still? Or do you feel that you have a connection with other people? Do you feel that you have a family? Do you feel that there are people who truly care about you? Offer the things that you know that those other people may be looking for. Make a connection with them in your story. Next, offer to pray with them. Oftentimes, people who are non-believers or new believers feel that their prayers are not adequate. They feel that they don't know how to pray. They don't know the words to say. They don't know if it's supposed to be a rehearsed or if it's something that's supposed to be exact words, and they don't often know if somebody's listening. When a Christian believes in their prayer, it is obvious to the person who's listening, and it gives them faith. And then when something comes of it and there's an answer, they will more easily be able to say that God heard that prayer, and it will boost their faith that they can pray and that God might hear them too. So I would encourage you, pray for them. The last step would be to invite them to church. Invite them to experience what you have found. Invite them to a small group. Invite them to a church activity. Invite them to a church function. Invite them even to lunch with other friends from church. The bottom line invite them. Invite them, invite them, invite them, invite them. Even if they say no, invite them again. And there's a grace in inviting without pushing. And in that, it is not that we're trying to say, we want you here, we need you here. It's if you only knew the peace that you could have, wouldn't you want to share that too? Thank you. I hope you have a great night, and thanks for watching.